who sees himself as immune to accountability and above the rule of law. And that's important to talk about, too. Bob Woodward knows a thing or two about abuse of power by presidents. He's back with me now.
Thank you.
There's so many things. I mean, we just talked about national security. Obviously, the economic story right now and understanding that and diving into the why, I think, is important. I know Trump has been obsessed for a long time with tariffs. You've reported that. You've talked about it.
He is he thinks tariffs are a good remedy. Well, tariffs are a tax on consumers. I mean, consumers wind up paying. There may be some benefit, but if there was real benefit, we'd feel it in the economy now. We basically have a good economy that he's meddling with, in a way, throwing bombs of ignorance right in the middle of a process that, you know, should be allowed to go on naturally. It's a shame. And it has a real impact on people. You just can't, it's not the stock market, but it has an impact on prices. It has an impact on the stability that people feel in their own lives and in the institutions. Very frightening time for citizens of the United States.
No question about it. I mean, in the first term, he kind of went to the brink. He did some of it. He was pulled back by some people internally. Clearly, he's not now. Obviously, this is getting a ton of coverage, as it should, out there, so people can understand what's happening. But you have covered, you've followed Trump well, you know his thinking. For people who think he's going to back off from pressure from the business community, from others, do you think he's going to, or are you concerned he may not?
Well, I mean, the theme, and I've spent a long time, 1 year, 2020, the last year of his first presidency, interviewing him 19 times for 9 hours, and you get a real sense, more than a sense, but, you know, what's it all about? Why? And it's all about him. It's not about the consequences of his action.
And is it power? It's what his gut instinct is? When you say him, what do you mean by that?
I'm him, the Trump who makes decisions. In the Trump who makes decisions, there's no coherence, there's no plan. It's very random. I feel that, I mean, we see it daily. And he is now on a vengeance tour of, you know, people who've worked for him or have not worked for him, people he doesn't like or thinks he doesn't like. I mean, using executive orders to attack people as he has by name and institutions, that's not what, I mean, somebody needs to say to him, what's the goal? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to disrupt and smash the country you lead? Is it vengeance? Is it some sort of payback? It's very troubling, and the people who are paying are the people who can afford to pay the least. Prices are going to go up. I actually wrote out, this is boring, but I took a broad survey of, you know, what does all of this mean, particularly about tariffs, which he loves, which, you know, can boost manufacturing in the U.S. a little bit, but not much. It will protect some jobs, but not much. I mean, it's proven by what has not happened. So, increase prices for everyone. That's a disaster. Slow economic growth, which is the mainstay of what the president should say. How do I accelerate economic growth?
Most presidents would.
Lowering business profits. Businesses are hurting. Job losses. Decreasing productivity of our workforce. And you know what's happening abroad? Rattling foreign governments saying, what the hell is going on in the United States?
No question about it. Let me ask you, there's so many stories, and we've covered a lot of them to cover right now and to pay attention to. You have decades of experience of knowing when there's more threads to pull from stories because there's more there that people should know. If you were given direction to all of the Bob Woodwards out there, investigative reporters, what do you wish people would spend more time? What do you think they should spend more time digging into from an investigative perspective?
Everything.
Everything.
I mean,
you want to pick one or two?
The economy, foreign policy, and talk to people who are in the government as much as you can. I mean, there clearly are disaffected people who are saying, I didn't sign up for this. As always, in my business, the solution is more aggressive, thoroughly mapped out reporting. And that means going to people, knocking on doors without appointments if necessary, if you can't get appointments, and asking what's going on. I think people, you know, in this outer circle around Trump are very worried and very nervous and realize the consequences of all of this are he's defining an era of chaos, and he, in his own interest, in the interest of his legacy, in the interest of his human and moral responsibility as president, he needs to say, okay, now how are we going to go about this? How are we going to fix this? What are we trying to accomplish? Looks too tragically like he's trying to destroy too much. He's got Elon Musk running around in a way, a madman without portfolio. Just go anywhere, do what you want. What does your sniffer tell you needs to be cut? And this is going to be quite an era to make a book out of. The problem is it grows and grows and grows.
We'll all be looking forward to more of your reporting, more of the investigative reporting out there. Bob Woodward, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Coming up, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. But we saw more massive protests all across the country this week, and we'll talk about that. There's clearly energy on the